Number 14, Arizona women's basketball lost last night. The final score was 72-65. Colorado had an 18-8 lead after the first quarter, but second quarter Arizona came back with 21 points, while Colorado scored 13. So it was 31-29 at half, but the second half Colorado owned. Combined 41 points, 20 in the third quarter and 21 in the fourth. Arizona had 36, but 17 in the third, 19 in the fourth. And granted, some of that was foul game in the fourth quarter, but still. Arizona didn't shoot the ball terrible in the game. I mean, 41%, 25 for 61 overall, but 5 for 19 on threes. That's the big mark you got to look at, which is 26.3%, and 10 for 20 on the free throw line. That's another area to look at too. I mean, 29 rebounds in the game, 11 of those offensive, 12 assists, 13 steals, which is a lot, 3 blocks, 9 turnovers, 25 fouls, 15 points off the bench, so 50 points from the starters. And Colorado had 16, so either way, Colorado owned them both on the bench and in terms of starters as well. Now, Colorado did shoot the ball better than Arizona in the game. 24 for 55, which is 43.6%. 7 for 15 on threes, which is 46.7%. 17 for 25 on free throws. You got to work on that a little bit more. But 48 rebounds in the game. 16 of those offensive. That's a lot to give up, Arizona. 16 assists. 5 steals, which is not as much as Arizona, obviously. 2 blocks, which is not as good as Arizona. 19 turnovers. You got to work on your turnovers. And 19 fouls. So, some areas they definitely won. Arizona just didn't shoot the ball well from the free throw line and threes, as well as rebounding, and their defense just didn't do anything. I mean, that's the plain message of all this. Now, going forward, Arizona does have number 10 Utah on the road. That's a tough game coming up. Then they host 7-9 Arizona State, which I know they had to cancel. They had to forfeit the next 2 games because of the numbers. We're down due to the roster availability. A 9-6 Washington team at home. At home against 12-4 Washington State. And number 8 UCLA on the road. So really not a lot of easy games coming up. Not really. Now, Colorado, on the other hand, has to fall. And granted, I'm not going to include that Arizona State game because that's a forfeit one. It is. So, on the road to 10-6 Cal. They did push Stanford. They did, if you look at the final score. Then they go on the road to number 2 Stanford. That's 17-1. Number 8 UCLA, which Colorado is going to host that game. So that's beneficial. At home against 12-4 USC. And I'm not going to include that first game because it's a forfeit. So that's why I went one more. On the road to number 21 Oregon. So there's not a lot of easy games for both teams coming up. We'll have to wait and see what happens. And don't be shocked if Colorado is ranked. Don't be. Because they not only beat them, but they actually beat Utah as well. I mean, a little over a week ago. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe. See you guys later. It's going to be 500 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go.